I first moved into my new apartment. I thought I'd finally caught a break. Cheap rent, decent lighting, a short walk to my art classes. The place had that old building smell, though. The kind that seeps into your clothes like dust and glue. The first night I couldn't sleep, and there was a sound in the walls, not pipes, not rats. It was soft, wet, like paper being torn, crumpled, and smoothed again. I told myself it was nothing. But the next morning under my bed, I found a small piece of paper. It was damp and molded into the shape of an ear. Not drawn, not sculpted, molded. Like someone had pressed wet newspaper into a mold of human flesh. Over the next few days, more of them appeared. A paper eye on my nightstand. A hand on the kitchen floor, stiff and hollow. Each one perfectly shaped, but made entirely of layers of old newspaper and glue. And then came the smell. That chemical sweetness of paste, thick and sickly, like something rotting underneath. At night I could hear the sound again, the tearing, the smoothing, the breathing. I asked the landlord about the unit next door, but he said it had been empty for years. So one night I decided to check for myself. The door wasn't locked. Inside was chaos. Newspapers stacked to the ceiling, buckets of paste, strips of wet paper hanging from wires, and in the center of the room, something hanging from the rafters. A man made of paper mâché. He was dripping glue like sweat. The paper of his face was molded into a faint, broken smile. As I stood frozen, I swear I heard him breathe, just once, slow, wet, heavy, and then he moved his head. The paper cracked as his eyes turned toward me. There were no pupils, just holes, dark and endless. I ran. I didn't pack. I didn't look back. But sometimes, late at night, I can still hear that sound. That faint rustling behind my new walls, like someone shaping something new. And just last week I found a damp piece of paper near my window. This time, it wasn't an ear. It was a smile.